Hey everyone, I'm Trish and you're at Trish's Creative Treasures. It is Vlogust day 17. Yes, it is. I'm staying on top of this. But what are you all doing today? We got up early and we went to the auction, which we call the dirt mall. You know, it's kind of, you go shopping, you're walking around the fields, and then you have your concreted areas, but we call it the dirt mall. So I got a really big bag of yarn for like 10 bucks. And then what else did I get?
Thread.
I got some thread.
Some canning supplies.
You know, I didn't get, well, I got like a ton of tomatoes and hot peppers and sweet peppers to do some canning when we get home.
Exactly, that's canning supplies.
Because I am almost out. I make my own rotel, so I'm definitely out of all the rotel that I made last year. And I'm running on short supply of diced tomatoes. So those tomatoes are going to go to make some rotel, and some will make some just plain old diced tomatoes. And then these are just like your slicer tomatoes. When I can get a whole bunch of Romas, then it'll be time to make some sauce. But yeah, today we did that. Drake got some new sneakers. I don't know. We did get a bunch of stuff. I can't remember what all I got, honestly. I didn't get much, but I mean, there's a place there where you can get your medical marijuana. So we got me some of that because I'm running low. So we always go to the same guy there. So we got me some supplies there. And yeah, we had some cheese fries. I'm glad I can still eat French fries. I eat it very little, but they taste delicious. So I had me some French fries. And this is divine. This lady made it herself, and she brought big carafes full of ice cold her homebrewed teas. Like this one is honey and mint. Was it honey and mint, Draken?
Honey, mint tea.
Yeah, it's honey mint tea. So it's really good. She had a lavender lemonade, which I didn't, obviously, you could try samples, so I didn't try that. And they had a hibiscus lemonade, which I know is good because I make that myself at home. And what I would also been tempted to try, but she was out of it, was her peach pineapple lemonade. That sounded pretty good to me. But I will be back on later, try to get a little bit of clips throughout the day. My hip is feeling lovely today. There is no pain in my left hip whatsoever. So yeah, I cannot wait to be able to get the right one done so I won't have any pain at all. In my hips, at least. My lower back, we found out on my MRI that I have 5 bulging discs. So, which is hence why when I stand up, I can't stand straight. I have to be like bent over, and it's my back. My back will not let me stand up because right where you would stand up is right where all these bulging discs are. So, no wonder I have excruciating bad back pain and everything.
I just got sneakers, but they actually have a name.
Oh, Draken and his, this is Draken's like thing that makes him happy is sneakers, but he only likes the really expensive ones. So
They have a name. They're not just called sneakers.
what are they called, Draken?
They're called Yeezys.
Yeezys.
I had Jordans. Now I have Yeezys, Vans, and ones.
So yeah, him and his sneaker needs. He loves his sneakers. I think he would have like a whole closet full of sneakers if he could, all the different ones. But it's what you're working on Wednesday too. So let me show you how far I am along on, let me just set this down here. It's on my bag. Let me find the back of it. Where's the back? That's the back. So, don't want to pull out any of my stitches here. Let me move my hook. You don't need to see that. But this is where I am so far on Josie's little dress that I'm making her. So I just did the sleeve part, and then just got to keep working on the dress then. So I have a little bit more of this yarn at home, and then I'll just have to find a color that maybe this will go with too. Oh my goodness. Ever since we ate, I got the sleepies. So, and it's getting really dreary out and it's starting to rain. But yeah, Josie's pretty little dress that I'm making her. No pattern, just making it because it's pretty and she loves these kind of dresses. So, yep. So, I will be back a little bit later, guys. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. As you see, it is now nighttime. It's dark. I didn't get any canning done. I've literally been sitting here for a couple hours just cutting up bell peppers to put in the freezer. So it's like I got this bag just full of diced peppers that I put peppers in almost everything. You hear that train? Let's see if it's a short one or a long one. Woo-hoo. It's a short one, thankfully. It's right across the street from us. And then I made a bag of peppers and onions for fajita style because that's something I can eat and I enjoy. Seems to be ever since I got my surgery, I eat a lot of Mexican food. Like I could live on like tacos but without the shells. I just get some meat, cheese, tomatoes, you know, sour cream, some taco sauce, and I literally mix it all together. And then, Deanna, you having a hard time?
Yeah.
She's getting a big belly now that she's getting close to the 3rd trimester, and she's having a hard time getting her shoes on. So if you hear bumping the table or whatever, it's just her trying to get her shoes on. But no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Mexican food. Sorry, my tripod started to slide. Mexican food, I just like to take out the ingredients and mix it together, and I eat it with tortilla shells. Like I am hooked on, not tortilla shells, tortilla chips. I am hooked on south of the border chips. Like it has to be south of the border. And the funny thing is like now I've always loved Mexican food. When I was 18, I stayed in Mexico for 3 months. It was awesome. I didn't want to come home. But the food was so good down there. And when I came back up here, like nothing ever compared. Like salsa, blah, blah, blah. Like I got so used to eating freshly made salsa every day, freshly made tortillas every day, and just everything made, you know, authentically Mexican. I mean, the vendors, like they always say, don't eat the food on the street. Oh heck, the one girl and I, Elizabeth, she was my Mexican, I had 2 Mexican sisters. We had what do you call it, foreign exchange students from Mexico, and they both, I had one my junior year and one my senior year, and it was they were both from Monterrey, and they lived within like a couple miles from each other, so it worked out great. I stayed with Elizabeth's family for half my time, and I stayed with Laura's family the other half the time, and we did lots of traveling, and I mean, it was phenomenal. The last day I spent there, we went to a bullfight, and I know it is what it is, it's their culture, but it was an amazing thing to be a part of. I got to do a lot of stuff. We went to Puerto Vallarta, and we went to Manzanillo and Guadalajara, and by the time I left there, I spoke fluent Spanish, but don't ask me. I can speak a little bit, but not like I used to. But anyways, yeah, I eat a lot of the Mexican stuff. So like the fajitas, I'll just eat the meat and like the peppers and onions with a little sour cream and sauce on it. Or I take a lot of like I have taco meat that I've canned, so I can open up a can of taco meat, and that'll last me quite a few days of eating like my meat, you know, my protein part with it. But it is good. Yeah, I have to have that. I have to actually can some more taco meat because I'm starting to run a little low. But I like having stuff like that. It's right there. It's already cooked. It's already done and good to go. But yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing since we got home, is I have been cutting up the peppers and stuff and getting them all bagged together. And don't forget to save the seeds, guys. I have already, from doing a batch of bell peppers last week, I have those many saved. So I go through a lot of bell peppers, so that's why we get a lot at one time. Like, oh, I'll buy like 8 at a shot and freeze them up, and I will have a bunch of bags of bell peppers. My sweet peppers and hot peppers and all that, I actually can. I pickle them and I can them, and then when I'm making like chili or white chicken chili or whatever I want to throw peppers in with, just open up a jar, drain it, and they're ready to go. You can do that with onions, and can do that with celery or anything like that. So I try to have stuff as prepped and easy on hand as I can get. I love when I'm making a dinner and I just got to go to my canned goods and jar of chicken, jars, you know, a couple jars of beans, a jar of peppers and jar of onions or whatever, and boom, throw it all together in a pot and let it cook, and voila, dinner is done. It makes, canning makes just cooking so quick and easy in general. Like, I'm like, why didn't I just do this years ago? It would have saved me a lot of time, like having to come home at 9 o'clock at night and having to make dinner and this and that after working all day. Used to suck. But what I think I want you guys to do, I think I said this the other day, is since I have gotten so many new subscribers, I would like to do an introductory again about me, because my life has changed so much since the 3 years ago when I started doing YouTube. Yeah, things are different. I'm different. But I would also like for you guys to ask me questions so we can do a Q&A. So I would like if you guys would, in the, in the comment box, yeah, not the description box, the comment box, just to ask different things that you would like to know about me. I'm not shy. I'm not afraid to answer things. Like certain things, like real personable stuff, you know, I won't answer, but for the most part, I don't mind answering. So yeah, I would like if you guys would sit down, think about stuff, put in the comment box some questions for me, and I will write them down, and we will go through a Q&A time where you guys can get to know me a little bit more, especially if you're new here. That way you can get to know me and you know what I'm about, who I am. I just think that would be fun. So what do you think? Yeah, just ask me some questions, guys. I'm eating tortilla chips and salsa for dinner because they made Italian sausage on the grill, which I absolutely love a sausage sandwich. But last time I ate sausage, I puked really bad. And I do not want to puke up the sausage again. No, that was awful, because it just, the way that sausage is like combined, yeah, no. So, and there's Draken with his red face. Were you running around? Yeah. He was playing basketball over at the neighbor's house. It's about time for him to go in and get ready for bed. He has to go to, he starts middle school this year. So tomorrow from 9 to 12, they have orientation. No, that hurts my head, honey. You're pulling on my hair. He has to go to orientation from 9 to 12, where they will learn how to use their lockers, their combinations. They'll learn where the different places are that they need to go. The nice thing about the middle school, though, is they have the 6th grade hall, 7th grade hall, and then they have an 8th grade hall. You know, and then the places that they share more or less are like the gymnasium, their,
cafeteria.
The cafeteria, the, what's that room, where you go and it's like an auditorium type thing. I don't remember what it's called.
It's called an auditorium.
No, not the auditorium. There's another LGI, or what's that called?
What?
It's the LGI room or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's LGI.
So yeah. So yeah, we gotta, when we take them there, we gotta go in, because they have like a chat with all the parents while the kids are going off doing their thing. And then we can leave, and then we have to go pick him up at 12. Tiana has a baby doctor appointment at 12. So when we leave, we gotta, luckily it's just down the street. We can drop her off at the doctor's office, go pick up Draken, and then we gotta pick up your mom tomorrow too, don't we? Then Jim's mom gets off work at 12, so 12 o'clock's the magic number tomorrow that we've got to figure out how to be there.
I wouldn't be there at.
So yeah, we can just drop Tiana off first, go pick up Draken, and go pick up Jim's mom, Meemaw, and then we can come home. And then once we're home, it is canning, because I have some zucchinis here. I've got lots of cucumbers I have to do. We got a whole bunch of different hot peppers today. We got a whole bunch of sweet peppers today. We got all them bell peppers, and I got a huge box of tomatoes. So that is my goal, is to, I did say cucumbers. Oh, and I got red beets, so I can do some pickled red beets. So it's going to be busy. I don't know if we'll get to do it all tomorrow because the canning takes forever, but we have 3 canners. So hopefully between like having to switch off, the water bath stuff isn't so bad because you can just take it out of the water and put it on the, you know, you have to have a cloth on the table, but you can put that on the table. But when you pressure can, it's a forever process because you have to let your pressure canner come up to pressure, and then you have to wait 10 minutes for it to pressurize completely, and then you put the weight on, and then when the steam starts coming out, no wait, I got that backwards. You put, when you're canning with a pressure canner, you want to wait for steam and it to be like a real forceful thing of steam. And when you have that steam happen, then you set a timer for 10 minutes. And then after the 10 minutes, you put your weight on where the steam's coming out of. And then you wait till it starts to jiggle. So when the jiggling starts, then you can start your timer for whatever, like chicken. I have a bunch of chicken I have to can. That's 90 minutes for quarts, and I always do it in quarts. My meats I always put in quarts. If you were doing pints, that would be 75 minutes. But even still, like with the pressure, when the time's up, you just turn the burner off and you have to let that sit and you have to let it depressurize. So there's like a knob on the lids. So when you're pressurized, the little knob is up. And so when it's pressurizing and you know, you're done canning, you're just trying to get it to unpressurize and cool down a little bit. When that knob goes down, then you can set a timer for 10 minutes, and then you can slowly take the lock point off the lid and lift the lid slightly away from you. I've learned this the hard way, because if you don't lift it away from you, you're going to burn the crap out of your arms, because it's nothing but hot steam that comes out of there. Because pretty much so, I mean, you do pretty much a steam when you're pressure cooking, because you only put about 3 inches of water on the bottom of your pot, and you just let it create the steam and it pressurizes with that. So the jiggler one is for like my basic, I have like a 1-decker, and then my double-decker pot, I have to watch the pressure gauge, which is really hard to do when I cook on our cast iron double burners out here that use propane. So when you're trying to watch the pressure, it is so hard, because if you go up too high, you risk blowing up the pot from too much pressure. And if it goes down past, like say I'm like here, it's like I have to be at a 10, because for my altitude I need 10 pounds of pressure. So if it goes up a bit, it's okay, but then if it goes too far, like between 15 to 20, that's when you have to worry. If you go below 10, you have to start the process all over again. So yeah, you have to really sit there. You can't even walk away. You've got to watch that gauge the whole time. And you can't let it come up to pressure too fast, because then it gets too hot and you're constantly back and forth with it, because you got to really watch that pressure. So I've learned if I just let it go slow and let it pressurize slowly, then I can keep my gauge right in the center at 10 pounds of pressure. So yeah, I think I got some burger to can, I got some more steak meat to can, I've got a bunch of chicken to can. So those are the 3 meats that I have to can. And one of these days we're going to get up to the butcher shop and I'm going to get a ton more. Like, you can get these big, huge sirloins there. They're almost 200 bucks, but it's worth it because I can get a lot of meals out of it. Hold on one second. What, Draken? Hold on. Sorry about that. Draken is getting his stuff ready to go to orientation tomorrow, and he has a fascination with shoes. Sneakers to be correct, and it's the one thing and the only thing he asks for a brand name is his shoes. He loves his Jordans. He likes the Nike ones, and we got him Vans that he absolutely loves, and now he just got these things called Yeezys or something. I guess they're what Kanye West sneaker brand. They're about ugly, but I told him that those are ugly, Drake, and he goes, "Oh, those are cool." So we don't know if they're real. I doubt it, because he said like a real pair is like 300 bucks, and these are $25 at the flea market. So he goes through sneakers so bad. It's like if we buy him Walmart sneakers, they're done in 2 weeks. He drags his front toes with that little lip, that connects to the shoe, and within 2 weeks the whole shoe is split. Like, here's the shoe that your foot goes in, and here's the sole, and it's only connected by the back. 2 weeks he goes through Walmart shoes. So it's well worth the money to get him the more expensive, higher quality shoes, so that way he doesn't ruin them. But like last year, the first week, it wasn't the first week of school, it was right before school, I bought him sneakers. My sister got him the Jordans, and I got him Fila's. And those Fila's, within 2-3 weeks, he already ripped the soles off of them. And I'm like, really? Those were not cheap, I got Fila's because I used to wear Fila's when I was a teenager, and it was either Fila's or Asics. Those are my two. He doesn't like the Asics, but he liked the Fila's that I got him, and he had them shot. So yeah, we have a hard time with Draken and shoes. We always need extra shoes to keep them on the back burner. He has his Crocs that we got him for the summer because he went through 2 pair. It was 4 weeks. 2 weeks, 1 pair shot. Got him another pair, another 2 weeks shot. So yeah, no more Walmart shoes unless it's like a last minute emergency for Draken needing shoes. But yeah, like I said, we didn't really, well, we did. We got up, we went to the auction. We were there for hours because it's a really big, it's a farmer's market, flea market, vendor. I mean, there's just people everywhere selling stuff. So they had this stand that had perfumes for $5, and I'm a perfume junkie. You know how like there's some women that love their shoes and there's some women that love their handbags? I love perfume. I cannot have enough perfume because I like to switch up the scents and blah, 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 blah. But like 2 years ago when I was getting unemployment from the pandemic, because they were paying out good then, I just stocked up on everything and anything. So what I had has lasted me 2 years, but I'm starting to run down low. So we got this one called Viva Las Vegas. They're not like name brand, but they smell great. It's like right after Juicy Couture stuff, so I absolutely love that. There was a couple more that I liked, and I had to do like it in my mind. It was like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch Piggy by his toe. So I chose this one because this was more of a sweeter smell. There was the one, it was like Red Door, which I absolutely love, but that's more like a scent that I will wear more in the winter time. In the summertime, I like more like fruity, flowery kind of scent. But I don't think I have anything else to share with you guys today. Yeah, went to the dirt mall, and then we went right to Tractor Supply so Jim and Meemaw could get more chickens. They got 15 more chickens because there's been something after our chickens up here, and we've had a couple die, so they got more. And then his daughter Kaylin doesn't live far from there, so we swung by there to say hello and see everybody. And then we came home, and he's been watering the garden and picking what needs to get picked, and I've been sitting here chopping and chopping peppers, which is all good. So I'm going to call this the night tonight. I hope you've all had a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Hit the like button, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Like I said, I would like to do a reintroductory video, which I will just talk about certain things, but I would also love if you guys would ask questions of what you would like to know about me. So, yeah. Put it down in the comments, guys. Alright, I will see you all tomorrow.